She was a top student who graduated from Harvard. But because of an accident, she became a nanny for a wealthy family in the Upper East Side. When she first arrived at her house, she was still shocked by the mansion in front of her. The 500 square meter large flat was covered with imported furniture. The entire wall in the cloakroom was full of branded high heels. And even the nanny's room was a luxurious suite. What she didn't expect was that the rich woman set dozens of house rules for her, and her main job was to take care of the rich woman's young son. It was just because the rich woman often went shopping in beauty and had no energy to take care of him. This first job after graduating from Harvard also taught her a valuable lesson in life. The girl's name is Annie. She is a newly graduated prestigious university student. She has just entered the society and is full of expectations for the future. In a job interview, the interviewer asked her a question. What kind of person are you? This seemingly simple question, but she couldn't answer it at all.
I have absolutely no idea. Excuse me.
The interview can only end in failure, and was confused about her life and didn't know where her future was going. At this moment, a little boy suddenly appeared in front of her. The balancing car in front approaching. He didn't notice the boy in front of him and immediately rescued him.
Hello there.
Hi. Are you okay?
At this time, the boy's mother hurried over and then expressed her gratitude to Anne. When she heard Anne's name, she mistakenly thought that Anne was a nanny. Then she handed Anne a business card and asked Anne to call her this week. After that, she took the child away. What's even more exaggerated is that Anne was then surrounded by several women. They were also anxious to find a nanny, and the remuneration was higher than the other. This seemed to point out a clear way for Anne, who was confused, even though she had no nanny experience. Annie was very popular in the Upper East Side because of her background in a prestigious university and her white identity, and also interviewed many families. Each one was more bizarre than the other. In the end, Anne held the mentality of giving it another try and interviewed this noble lady, Mrs. X, who was a housewife. When the waiter came to take the order and said she wanted to eat a hamburger, Mrs. X said nervously that she couldn't guarantee that the meat here was harmless, so she strongly recommended the mint cakes from the chef's hometown. It seemed very friendly, and because she gave a very generous salary, and finally chose to work in her home. The next day, she came to Mrs. X's house and was shocked by the luxury in front of her as soon as she entered the door. But another nanny told her that the previous nanny was fired because she went back to get married, and hoped that she could stay here longer.